Where's my notepad? My beautiful notepad where I had notes on tests and T1. Okay. So, we were watching Tess versus JDG. It was not the most spectacular, to say the least. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So, I think watching a little bit of their secondary battle would be pretty good to get an idea for some of these teams. Yo, brother, how many of these people are there? How many bots are there? Now I got 4 bots in a row. Five bots in a row. Impressive. So with Tess, you know, I'm not like having the most confidence on like their level of like play, their intelligence. Like Tien, Maiko, Cream. I mean, Cream is a little bit more consistent than the rest, to be fair. Tien and Maiko, not so much. And I haven't seen a good Jackie Love game yet. Like a game where I'm like, holy shit, this is Jackie Love. Like, I have not seen that yet. I swear to God, I must be missing something because I'm keep being told like just wait for it. Like, I have no doubt, like he's good. It's just where are the games for me to see it? Like, this is Lucian Nami, so knowing how Elf played, it'll be interesting. Granted, I will say that like Kalista Renata is pretty fucking spooky. I mean, like, they have range with Corki, and then you just have a Lee Sin with Corki, which sounds terrible. God, Jesus fucking Christ! What? Okay, well, this will be interesting for me to see on 369's side, because he has a hard counter into Renekton, but it's like... Bro, I would not do triple ADC into that comp at all. I mean, if anything, they could play fucking Malphite. Low-key, they actually could have played that. Like, if you think about it, that champ, like, pops off. Yeah, like, he doesn't have the best laning phase. I mean, like, or you just play Gragas or something. Like, just one of these, like, any of these champions would have been rather nice, but we have Quinn, so it's definitely, like, very... I mean, this is not 369. Let's say that. This is not what I imagined 369 to do. Oh, they just got shit on. Oh, that's interesting. So he goes for... Why does he do it that way? I have no idea why Jackie Love is actually doing this way. And they used their ward on bot dot late, just in case. But here's the thing. This is my favorite thing, by the way. And it kind of depends on how you feel about the game. But if Wukong ever does a 3-camp this way, and of course, like, the most danger is him doing like this. So if the ward is for like the bot jungle, that's perfectly fine. But if the idea is the ward for like a gank, it's really bad for Wukong. Like, Wukong cannot like 3-camp gank without it being like a bad situation for him. And then, you know, so they have one ward to play around with, which is Lucian. And they have Sweeper, so you can't really place the ward in the brush. Han already took a deficit trade. He's gonna burn a pot. So at this point, why would you not just like auto this as Jackie Love and then back up and then just play it straight? You're gonna lose level 2 no matter what anyways. But instead he like initiates the auto trade into them So then he loses a whole bunch of his HP, and now things are pretty bad. And now there is a reality where Wukong could look for this. Oh my god, oh my god. You know what? Okay, what was the team that did this? It was Energy. Energy literally did a 2v2 dive, and they completely fucked it up. Oh, I love it. Dude, I love it. Oh, here's a smart team where the Renata actually goes W level 2 instead of Q, knowing that they could do this. That's fucking outstanding. Holy shit, that is worth it. God damn. Hopefully he doesn't die though. He dies though. Oh, never mind. It's not. It's like actually still good. It's just. Actually, does Lucian get an assist from that? Oh, he does. So I mean, it's 400 gold versus 300 gold for Lucian, but he left before the assist fell through, so he couldn't actually buy anything. So actually, it is good. Wait, here's another thing I need to check. Sorry about this real quick. I just need to see something. So 369 has push. He knows jungler is coming up to him. He successfully doesn't die or anything, but it's just like he's not getting anything out of this. Like at all. Also the way the wave worked in bot side. Lucian fast, like actually is it even a fast push? It's a slow push, isn't it? It looks like he slow pushed the wave, got the crash, dipped, and they didn't play the fight because he needed to buy, but it does give the freedom for Elk and On to rebuild. And dude, also this music is not doing it for me. There we go. But this sucks, man. Like, how the fuck does Lucian play the game now? Because obviously the Lee Sin, like, in the case for Lee Sin, like, you know, he's gonna go top, right? The Wukong is naturally bot because of his clear. And since it's partial canon, they're like, well, I mean, you don't have some, so we're just gonna go ahead and kill you. And it's like, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. I mean, if Lucian and Nami are losing, what do you do? Actually, what do you do? Like, Tien didn't even think about it, by the way. Tien didn't think about it. Their bot lane didn't think about it. They just got shit on. So it doesn't feel like Cream has had the same presence in the trading. Doesn't feel like that. I feel like he's just kind of losing. So now Tien has to answer this. But he dies because this guy has R. Am I lost on this one? Like, he does know this guy's in the area. I mean, like, I don't know, guys. Like, the more I watch Tien, the more I'm like, in what world does this guy, like, actually equivalize? Like, what does Tess have going for them that's gonna, like, propel them above T1 if Tien, like, plays like this at times? Like, nothing. And I still have not seen a proper game from Jackie Love, so I mean, hopefully I find it in the coming times, because they did get second seed, right? So it's not like you can't get second seed with a shitty AD. That's just not real. Like, it's just not real. So Jackie Love is a piece of shit, and they're contesting the Grubs. This is them just like full winging it. Because if you look at topside, I mean, he hasn't even bought yet. Like, I don't know what happened top. Like, this is normally not the case for Quinn. Also, by the way, if you're playing Quinn, I assume you will have a timing to go bot lane, right? If that's the case, did he seriously never have a timing to do this? Even if it meant he sacked some, like, minions? Because he has 113 CS and an only, what is this, 1650? No, 1550 of gold of items. He's missing a ton of... This guy literally has more gold of items. What is this, 1100 plus another 1100, 2200? This guy's up like 600 gold in itemization. How the hell does that happen? How does Quinn not find a base timer like once? Like, he's building a wave here. And I mean, like, at this point, yeah, this guy could freeze the wave per se, but also you could have just taken your base, gone your buy, come back with R. If really necessary, like I said, he can drop a full wave top and fish one time on bot and get introduced into these like situations, but he's not doing that. And so, I mean, Test is full rolling this because I guess they also have like package. So for them, they're like, okay, let's do this. If I'm BLG, I don't give a shit about this. Like, do I actually care about this? I mean, maybe, I guess, just because the Lucian is such a piece of shit, and knowing that the Quinn is not bought yet means that you kind of have some strength. Wukong R is gonna come back up soon. Corki's getting some good poke. Okay. All right. Okay. What did I just watch? So Elk hit a spear, and then Elk popped Rend, which slowed Lucian. And if for whatever the case is, Lucian is like, I don't know what he's thinking. Like, this is a big question mark on thinking you can contest this zone. You're like a piece of shit. You're useless as fuck, and you have no flash. So like, there's really nothing to be had here on his side. And if I'm Jun and I have Renekton, honestly, Renekton should just kind of slowly walk into them. Yes, the Quinn is gonna like play spacing. But Jun, Jun should not give a shit about this. If Jun was sitting here and he popped in and blasted, not half bad. But it does require Renekton to just walk in. And if Renekton, like, the Quinn will not kill Renekton, by the way, while he's just, like, rolling through. And the Corki will have the package. I'm not sure where. Oh, he on went for the flash play. Because to me, I think this guy is so dead at this point. For one, Cream should just W. Like, he should just W and then just pray to God they do something. Like, all of Test needs to, like, peel into this. This guy needs a package now. Like, this will block this guy from doing what he wants to do. Tian should just hop over. Like, just go. Like, you need to literally respond. The Quinn can literally come over to this. You know, the Lucian dying sucks, but he did use R, and maybe there's a chance you can kind of turn this around. But, like, the Quinn is, like, just, like, what the fuck is 369 doing? Like, what is he doing? Like, I see a TP here, and this guy goes in. I'm turning around. Like, I'm turning around. If this guy goes on me, like, we're fighting. We're fighting. We're taking whatever we can. We're losing the game. The game is gonna be lost if you don't do anything. But, like, this guy just gets flipped over, killed, And then they're in the pit, and then this guy finally goes over. He's like, you know what? I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna save Mako, whatever. And it's just like, okay, great. And then what the fuck is Tien doing? Tien's like, I gotta get another grub. It's like, dude, what do you mean you gotta get another grub? Who gives a fuck about the grubs? You can't even hit the turret. Your Quinn has no plates. 0 plates at 11 minutes, right, Ragnar? It's true. It's big true, Ragnar. No plates, by the way. None. And look, his W's down. Oh, I have no W to go across right away. Oh, my Q's down because I used it on the grubs. I can't even answer them. Holy shit. Imagine if he actually got Elk's flesh because he had Q. Well, that would be crazy. Oh, wait, he doesn't have it. Oh, ho, ho. And what are you doing? Oh, ho, ho. Like, damn, dude. Like, how are people selling me that Tess is actually as good as T1? Like, I've seen, like, at least 5 games in playoffs now where, like, I'm just like, what the fuck is this team doing? Holy shit! I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, good job, Ben, but, like, our answer play after that, so we just expended initially, like, keep in mind, what's gonna happen here is Renekton will absorb the pressure, they can get Dragon, they can dive and get the full plates bot. This is just a Hail Mary play, like a secondary Hail Mary play. Kick, Q, Q, R. I mean, I won't lie, they literally did, like, this was perfect. Like, actually, this was literally perfect. What was this? This was Lee R into the bubble, right? Bubble into Nami R into Quinn E. I mean, like, this was perfect. This was literally the best you could ever fucking do. But you know why? This guy has tabbies, and he has the fucking fat, like, well, it's not a fat HP item, but he has an HP item. And your Quinn hasn't bought yet, you dumb fuck. You have not bought yet. No buy with probably 2k plus gold. 2k plus gold. Holy shit, you moron. Honestly, low-key, if this guy bought at some point, this would have been so much better, but he never did. So, like, 369 has just been trolling this entire time. Even if he's up 10 CS, who gives a shit? And of course, Ben, you know, he did the smartest thing he could. He flashed forward, got a fat Q to get health back. Low-key, I'm trying to see here. If he knew that Maiko took... Does he know that Maiko took... No, he doesn't. And I think it stems from the Q, no? So once this guy dips, no one's hit yet. But if he guessed right on Nami, holy shit. She would have died. She actually would have died, and this would have been even more over. So now look, this is now the point where you have to, like, watch what happens bot lane. What are they gonna drop for this? One plate, 2 plates, and the turret, and you got 1 plate top, no kill. You did get Bin's flash. You're naturally going to the top side to, you know, get something back with a trade, and you get 1 more plate. Okay, so you got 2 plates so far from this. They got 2 plates, but they also got first turret blood. Now, since you expended your time on top side, they're playing recovery on top side with Kalista, so now they get control of the Herald. Okay, so we lost the Herald. Then they roll on the top side to just smack this. Okay, opportunity. Good job, Tien. You're on bot side. You're actually fishing for a play because you can't match them, so you're looking for a counter play. Now, good job on BLG. BLG, you know, because they went top side after Herald, their bot lane is super safe from any plays. And they also... Did they see Lee Sin on bot side? No. But... So they're hitting top, right? And then they have firm control of mid, and Ben is now just playing safety with R. He's gonna be perfectly fine. He actually, you know what's interesting? Oh, okay. Well, it's not interesting because he's going. It's how the item's built. But the fact that he's going Strikebreaker, I mean, Strikebreaker is the best item for him to go. But also, the teammate proc is actually kind of nice because if he's just gonna be trying to clear waves on dives, then great. Knights. I mean, who fucking knows what this guy's doing, but. Alright, let's keep it rolling. I mean, this game is just so fucked in the first place just because of like what happened in bot lane, because in the end of the day, like, what can you say? You know, if your Lucian is like behind and you have no control of mid, and your Quinn sucks at the game, like, I don't know. Hey, at least in this case, it looks like he actually did a good job, so cool. But like, the Quinn has had no pressure on anything on the map. Like, he's only helped himself. He has not created any situation. He ran straight top, you know, because I mean, like, this is just like seems hard for them to contest. He actually could have pushed another wave, by the way, especially because the enemy duo and Wukong are showing around mid. He could have done another wave bot, pushed this out. The Renekton would have TP'd, but it would have been fine. And if the Lee was smart, Lee Sin would never look mid. Lee Sin would stay on bot side, so he'd be like here. Quinn does another wave. If this guy TP's on top of this guy's gonna roll down, then he might be able to actually interfere, because he's actually not that weak. You know, like Lee is actually like a little strong here. Yes, obviously the dual lane's coming down, but like, you're gonna play retreat and you're just trying to burn some spells. If you get the Wukong R, fightable, really fightable. If he has it, pretty damn hard. Like, Cyclone is like really OP. But he doesn't look. I mean, like, because the Quinn just leaves. The Quinn just left the top side. They're like, okay, bye, but we have package. So it's like, Quinn is going top, but then we also pick up the package? Like, where does it make sense? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you pick up package and then send Quinn top? Like, do you just have that much confidence you can 4v5 when you're down gold? No. Like, I don't know. Okay, I want to be honest though. Did this actually just roll a, like, random... Who the fuck is this? Who is Mick Gordon? He saw us. Hinamatum? Hinamatum. Oh, he's a Native American. Okay, alright, that makes sense. I was just trying to figure out what the hell is this OST like that I'm listening to? Like, what am I listening to? Well, now you definitely hear the Indian war cry, so like, yeah, yeah, he's Native American. All right, so. I mean, like, are they gonna win through side pressure? Like, is like the Quinn actually gonna do it? Like, the Quinn's gonna push out top here. Unfortunately, what's happening mid is... Michael has no flash, though. Sheesh! Oh, he's... Oof. You know what? That was not bad. That was not poorly played, though. Oh, okay. Wow, my Quinn is so useful, by the way. Look how good he is. So Quinn walks in. He had, like... There's the W. Okay, alright, we're for a little footsies gang. Little footsies gang. What? Dude, are you fucking serious? Oh my god, bro, you can't play these champs, man. 369 literally cannot play these champs. I mean, the rest of this game is like pretty straightforward at this point, because like I said, they're already losing. It's already difficult to play the game. I mean, these guys just ran in mid. Honestly, like, kind of trolling? No? Like, so look at BLG's setup. So they're gonna get Dragon, right? They have Renekton, Wukong's hovering, the Zir TP's down. Okay, so be it. You know, you have mid covered, so you're gonna push mid, but you're not gonna push mid to like hit the turret. You're gonna push mid you're gonna push mid to shift over. You know? Like, you're gonna push this. Then someone has to show. If no one shows, who gives a shit? Just like walk in. You have this ward here. You know that these guys are here. It's super obvious. This guy can't do anything. The Quinn's gonna shove this out and you're gonna lose that wave. It is what it is. You rebalance on this side and you take it from there, right? If you feel like you're strong enough, and they could have also done this too, you know, once this wave goes this way, they could send Renekton here. Like, I know, like, like, just see what they do. If they try to start Baron, they have no tanks. 0 tanks, right? And their zoning tools are basically just Corki. So Corki would position here, and then he would package this way or something like that. And they're just gonna full on risk it. Guess what? They probably die in the fight if they actually do it this way. Okay, whatever. Like, the Renekton would push this in pretty quick and start contesting this already. If they don't pull Baron, and they must pull Baron, and they get mid push, they have to full shove out bot. They would have firm control, and then they would have easy contesting on the top side, no problem. That is BLG's path towards just absolute trust that they can't just like take Baron. Like, they can't just do Baron without not dying. But it seems like they don't trust that, even though they have a 5k gold lead. And like, let's see, Azir has, dude, Azir literally has 1 item. That is, how? They're not actually that far behind in items. At least on the map, they're really not. Which is extremely funny, actually. That's actually extremely funny. But like, BLG opts to push mid, and then, you know, obviously if you start trying to hit it, you're gonna get poked. Meanwhile, they have control of pushing top, so the poke comp actually gets to have some value, and now the Quinn gets to start hitting. And then the Corki, you know what the Corki should do? Wait, these guys... but Quinn can't join right away. I mean, if Corki could, Corki would just package down the middle. So at least this does something. But he definitely did not do that. And then once they realize... Ooh, on. But this guy doesn't have... Oh, he has cleanse though. Got it. And they kind of just go on them. Jean has flash. If Jean really wanted to, he actually could always turn this pretty easily. Like, no flash, he's here. You could extend into this way, and then he's gonna peel back. You might be able to extend with full flash, just go all in. It's a little risky though. Azir hits. I mean, Elk actually ate some shit for that too. And no one is blocking for him. You know, these guys actually could turn back. I know they're running around this way, but there's really not a lot of pressure on them. So if they stick this way and they turn and they run, you have a really short path to just fucking with them. But they didn't go for that. BLG kinda... I mean, like I said, I much prefer Renekton pushing on bot and making them feel worried, because he has access to the inhib turret first, right? It's not like he has to go through an inner. He just goes straight to the inhib. So someone has to answer, or you pull Baron. If you're gonna fight on mid-wave, at least have a plan to turn. Like, their turning plan was really bad. Like, okay, I'm throwing on at them, and it's just like, oh, okay. Ben just so happens to be able to catch this guy, and they kill him, and that's it. Randuin's proc. Lee Sin gonna kick this guy? No? Am I just an idiot? Like, Lee Sin could just... I mean, he W's there. I don't know why he's fishing for a Q here either. It's not gonna do anything. You're just gonna keep running. And then, I mean, like, literally, he could self-peel cream, but he doesn't do anything. So, that was cool. And then Knight is, like, semi-trolling. Like, he's just always fishing for plays, but... Q. Oh, does he have a 0R? Dude, I think I would take it still. Would I take it still? I mean, he's honestly extremely dead if he does. It's probably too ambitious. So I'm only just trying to think, because if he has 369 behind him, can 369 do anything? I mean, this guy's exhaust. No, he can't do shit, and he doesn't have cleanse. Can't take it. Alright, see ya, Ragnar. Enjoy work. Brother, I had a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit. Pretty good. $4? Pretty good. Oh, I did get an egg cheese. I did get an egg bacon cheese from them too. It had no cheese on it. So, those guys suck. Literally could not put a slice of cheese on my egg bacon cheese. Unreal. Holy shit, he fucking did something. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. But also, it's like, what is Knight doing? Like, if you look at the map setup, you have mid control. Okay, so mid control, check. Renekton just pushed out bot. We took vision. Do another mid wave. But what the fuck is this shit, dude? Dude, I'm actually dying in the inside when I watch the way these guys contest. Like, to me, for me, I'm okay with Wukong. That's rough. I'm okay with Wukong getting some initial vision on bot. And then once you push this, I want to see him rotate into top side. I mean, like, so their grand plan is that, you know, he has 2 wards, by the way. So, like, he needs to place wards in base, most likely. And if that's the case, like, On hits B here, there's no vision for Tess. So, like, Kalista will just hit at, like, normal. And if they want, they can stay here and just, like, chill out and then do another bot wave. And that's okay in my books. Like, that's a fine play. But I feel like if On's gonna stay on the map with, like, the limited wards he has, like, none, and Jun is gonna stay here, like, at that point, like, if he's gonna stay on the map, just rotate top. Like, just go top, strengthen this out, let Azir push this out, then they're gonna try to contest mid, but Renekton's gonna be mid, so then this shoves out, this shoves in, On has to take a reset, then someone's gonna come back down here, now you have, like, On coming back up here with the rest of your people, and you just continue from there. Like, but what happens instead, if you're gonna notice, is like Knight just goes top to kill this, but they already chose to do their resets. So Knight's just kind of trolling and doing like fuck all, and yeah. Good poke by Cream. Finally! So this is what I've been waiting for. Like, Jun can definitely get a lot done with like the quick engage snaps. And this goes right into Renata R, which is like absolutely brilliant. And then how does Renekton play this? Well, he has no flash, so he just takes the first target he can, which is fine. Oh, he failed a Z. Unlucky. Bubble 369. He got exhausted. Happens. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a closer game though, which is really, really funny that there's a 9-kill difference. There's a, like in the end of the day, there's a 9-kill difference, and yet it feels kind of close. Like the Lucian is actually getting items to fight. Like that is definitely happening. The Quinn is strong, like that is for sure. The Quinn is strong. She's just had like hasn't really done anything. Like yeah, like done anything in terms of like the team's overall like fighting sake. Obviously he's gone good. Like, oof, man, that's rough. That's a good read. Fuck. I mean, he pushed top, and then he hid, and then these guys never had vision here. Sheesh! Rough. Man. Okay, so 369's doing another. We're 50-50 in it, but then we kill ourselves in the 50-50 situation. We do get a turret bot, and they don't have a mid-wave, so nothing bad is happening until they all die and routed by BLG. Personally though, for the advantage that BLG had, I feel like the way they approached the mid-late, it just... I felt like there was... I mean, like, obviously Tess was getting a lot of turns, and it was in fact due to 369. But like BLG just did not do well around like their Baron situations. Like how they can pull it and like fight with it. And... yeah... it took them a little bit to get there, but they did get there. Alright. So this game bends on... okay, so we have a more normalized pick for 369. A champion Tien cannot int on, and double ADC with Jackie Love on Draven. Okay. Also, Draven did just get buffed on live, so, you know, maybe that means something for them. Of course, I'm perma-banning like Draven, so... I mean, holy shit. Is that how that works? That's really bad. Huh. I mean, you have level 2 first, by the way. So when Maiko goes in like this is like their only way to like win. Like if this works, they will turn the level 2 situation. But I mean, he just walked out and killed him. So this is the second game in a row that something tragic happens bot lane, like level 2. Like that doesn't happen, by the way, like typically. That definitely should not just be happening. So Jean shows mid, and then forces his mid laner to TP bot. Anybody fucking home? Like, if you're Jun, Elk has half HP. Does he know that Maokai's on bot side? No. So there's no guarantee that Rek'Sai can be on bot side, but because it's Draven, you know, like, you kind of just assume he is. So it'd be nice if he at least warded before he left to see Maokai coming around. I think they hit the vision plant and showed Mr. Maokai. But then it's like, I mean, I guess it's like the outcome that he wants to get his crap. So let's shove mid real quick, and then you can TP bot, and that way I can progress versus having to defend bot. But so he's making Knight sack. I mean, in the end of the day, that's like what this is. Knight not only loses XP on mid, which is like shared pretty poorly with jungler, but then he's forced to TP bot, which then means that Kindred will try to hold this wave. Ooh, she can. But then this guy gets cancelled. Oh no. I mean, this actually turned out not half bad, but then Knight actually gets cancelled and he loses his flash? Why would he go into the jungle to base? Well, that's just fucking stupid. That's just dumb. And so now he's actually losing more XP. Holy shit. Cream is actually gonna have so much pressure. Oh man, that's really bad. Well, I hope it was worth it for Kindred. Now they're sharing more XP, so they can shove mid and look for grubs. How fucking rich is that? Dude, that is just a bad idea. That's just a dumb idea. Like, this guy, the Tristana literally has the base. Like, just let it be. Like, just let him have them. Like, let Kindred clear. Just play things normally. Like, Kindred could do 2 camps and go through mid to look for a play then. And, like, yeah, Azir's probably still not 6 even then, but at least that turns out a little better. Like, you shove them out topside, but now they have more control bottom. We're just doing a full... Okay, so we're doing a full lane swap, but it's into Gragas. Gragas actually has wave clear, so, like, this is just, like, a fucked situation anyways. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man, dude, this is not the champion you do this verse. Look at this! He's literally... I mean, him dying, by the way, that's on him. Like, once he cleans this, like, when do these guys get the wave in? So, like, do this wave, and in theory they can base. So, if this guy could get fruit, that would be really big. It seems like it's a little hard. Maokai does base right away. Also, definitely, like, Nautilus should base too. So, Draven can 1v1 this guy. Like, if he E's in, he's just gonna E back. Like, nothing's gonna happen unless he gets into, like, W flash range. So, no issues with that. Like, Not should base, and then give this guy some relief, because he's trying to hit this TP timing. And they're chilling top. Like, this is, like, they're not gonna progress this much. They will progress a little bit more, maybe. But this definitely puts you in, like, a really awkward spot. And, I mean, like, the fact that 369 dies is, like... I mean, for one, like, what the fuck was this R? Like... If he's gonna do anything, like, at least either just Q or R the backline. And then that way, if, like, they try to all-in you, it's like, it is what it is. And he has a biscuit, so he would have E, so he'd be fine. He just plays this really badly, and then he just dies. Yeah, this is some epic music. What the fuck is this? Hey, there you go, some weird ass music to listen to while watching fucking LPL. Well, to no surprise, he dies. I mean, like, anybody home? Also, Jun has, like... What has Jun done for this bot lane? Like, these guys' base, you know they have to be a play. Obviously, Maokai could be covering this situation. Rek'Sai's gonna have TP soon, which is, like, optimal. You know, like, if Rek'Sai can have TP, huge. And can they get a ward behind? Wait, they can! Does it get cleared? It does. Maybe he needs to put it in a better spot. And maybe he needs to put his pink down too. Because for me, if they could get that TP flank ward on top side in the lane, that is your avenue for a comeback. But Kindred dips. So Kindred dips, and so naturally his bot lane's gonna get farmed yet again. And so, like, again, it's just like this contrast between, like, is Kindred progressing on her camps, like, worthwhile? I mean, what is he doing? So On made this mistake twice, and it makes me wonder, is it true that they just can't play scaling? Because On wants to fight. Like, he clearly wants to fight, and it's just, like, not a thing if you're playing Jinx Rel into fucking this shit. Like, it's just not. I like it. I like that Jackie Love held off on hitting until the Kindred R was done. Like, he didn't try to pull turret aggro or anything like that. And he finished the play. Hold on. I need to get some better music going on, or else I'm gonna, like, go insane. Perfect. There we go. Jackie is dying how? Like, we're on resets, so we're going through mid. Tristana has to go top. We shove out mid, we rotate in the top side, Dragon's down for 3 minutes. We're playing 4 top. We push another mid wave. Hold on, Maokai wants to progress into his bot camps though. Okay, so okay. This is fine, So Maiko places a pink on top side. If we're gonna do this way, so Maokai can progress on his camps versus just like running in the top side and doing like a heavy fighting style. So he actually has an objective to progress to. I don't necessarily agree with them pushing this deep into top side. I think this is really pointless. Like, you don't need to go this far because you're already doing a play where you're planning to do this control. Like, you're already, this is like what you're committed to. And like, this is the dark zone. Like, Gragas can't really push against Azir, but he can if you have assistance. So I feel like once they got the vision here, that was already good enough. Like, they replaced this, and how many wards? Where was his? I mean, personally, I mean, it's okay. I mean, obviously it's a little annoying because if you think about it, like, yeah, Gragas could just hold this position versus Azir. And if he forfeits these camps, like not trying them, and yes, there is a chance that Kindred could just sneak down and take these because you didn't do it. But if you do it this style at least, then you can press heavier with 3. You have 1 here. He can shove easily because they can always shift in first. Then you would have full ward coverage here. And again, the risk is, the way this would have to be done differently is Nautilus. So you know how Nautilus is playing initial vision here? Nautilus would need to place vision here. Very briefly, just one ward. Doesn't have to do too many, just 1 ward, that's good enough. Just see if Kindred's gonna walk in there. Then you could put 2 wards on top side with a pink. And that would be really good. And then you play this style while being able to respond to this if you see Kindred crossing in here. And if you, I mean, obviously there's gapping holes, or like where like, yeah, like Kindred could hop over the wall and you should be spotted, and so like that is some worry, but that is a way to approach the map. So that's option A. Like option A is to literally do top side, top with 1 bot ward, right? Then option B is the doing where I'm saying like this is like your primary vision that you're pretty much going for. So you do bot with like maybe 2 wards top. And so now this guy is gonna shove this out, and then he's gonna shift over, and then these guys get to shove this out, then get this control, then this guy can shove this out because Azir can't hit, and if he does hit, then you might be able to make a fast play on him. Obviously, this is dead if you do this. So your top tier 1 is dead. But again, a big myth, or a big thing like people try to say is like, oh, dude, you can't give up turrets. It's like, yes, you can. Now, mid tier 1 is a different story, but giving up top tier 1 or bot tier 1, not that big of a deal. But these guys do like, these guys do option C. And also keep in mind, you know, with bot, you know, in this case, like he gets the camps, which is like the big thing. Like this is like what they're looking for. Instead, they're doing top with camps on bot. So they're doing like a really weird like 3-2 situation. This is like option C, which I feel like is like the weakest one, because it splits your strength apart, and yeah, it just doesn't really feel that good. Like, Jackie is now hitting mid alone, and this was a really good catch by Knight because he realizes, holy fuck, like, Maiko's top. I don't know where the Maokai is, but like, the Maokai's not with them, so if Maokai's not with them, he actually might be on the red. And here's the thing, does the red... No, the red doesn't give you global red yet. Okay, so that's good, because if they saw that, that would be a huge indicator. So I think they're just taking a dice roll on this play, thinking, I don't think he's here, by the way. And it works. And that's a huge shutdown. That's a fat shutdown. And so is that Jackie Love's fault? Not really. I mean, unless he called it, then yeah, it's his fault. But like, that's a team fault. That's a team play like fault. So that was just a dumb idea by Tess. And then they still get kills. Like, what the fuck, dude? How funny is that? Like, literally they murder the Draven here. And yeah, you gave up bot side, and so you're playing full recovery and defense because the enemy team's gonna have tempo over you, which is fine. And I'm trying to see, once the Rek'Sai pushes top, the easiest thing for him to do is to go mid. Like, him going for another wave top doesn't actually make the most sense. If he goes mid with the rest of them funneling into this, and Azir's gonna go bot, so you have 4-1 like this. Yeah, the Tristana can push top, and so you're gonna have to respond to that anyways, but at least this like stalls things out just a little bit. He also could just wait in line instead of like going as far as he did, but that wouldn't be like a big issue. These guys kind of just walk in because they have no numbers. Like, Rek'Sai is just like playing with his dick in topside. Like, he literally can't move. He can't do anything. And Azir is getting pushed, and that's fine. Like, Azir's doing the right thing. Is this just like on trolling? It might literally just be on trolling in the end of the day. And Gragas is fishing for what, Roa? So Gragas has got a late Roa, which, to be honest, I don't think you should ever go Roa if it's gonna be this late. I think it's just a dead item. Like the level up part of it, absolutely worthless. Because also, you know, if this Gragas did a normal base, so after if he pushed this, you know, if he feels that he doesn't need a base, cool. If he does, he already could have based, gotten his item. And so ideally what would happen on BLG's side is Gragas would be already rolling up with the rest of the team, fuck this wave, whatever, let him fight for it. And now you would have a full takeover and this would look way better. But because Gragas is doing this thing, yeah, like his pressure kind of drops. And then because Rek'Sai is sitting far back, you know, he's not shifting to help boost any kind of mid play. Because, you know, if you could imagine it right now, they would have 4 people on mid. And so either they're going to respond to it and, like, you know, they could just kill topside technically. But if that's the case, then they're going to shove this in. This guy needs to back away and then they're going to take this. And then he's still shoving this out and then one person will play recovery and it's not that big of a deal. Like, this actually looks not half bad for BLG. But instead, we're just kind of like full turtled in. And then, like, On is trying to play defense, but he's playing like way too aggressive defense. He should be here, take the L, they're gonna push mid, you're gonna have a timer with the Azir who's gonna roll up, and it is what it is. Like, the Azir timer will hopefully cancel things out and they can't do anything. In theory, actually, they shouldn't be able to do anything because it's Maokai with a Tristana Draven. So this strategy might be fine by BLG in the end of the day. This actually might be fine. But yeah, he kind of just... On's just like really on something this game. Like, he's just being a complete dipshit. And obviously, you know, there's also a case that, like, you know, your Rek'Sai, Jinx, Rel, Kindred. Kindred does fuck all, Rek'Sai does fuck all, Rel can't go in or else she dies. So there's a case that while you're playing defense, the Tristana might just take the turret in front of your face. How do you die, Jackie? So Jackie's hitting... He's playing forward. Ooh! Knight waited well. Rough. No Mawar, by the way. No Nautilus R. A lot of CDs are down except for 0R, which is problematic. 369 is behind... Okay, low-key, Jinx has no flash, Azir has no flash. 369 should actually show and just give pressure this way, because the second they see him and he has flash, Azir can't commit. This guy can't necessarily commit. He can't flash his fucking Gragas R. He can literally body slam initiate, and there's nothing they could do. Literally, there's nothing they could do to 369. 369 has the perfect situation. And what does he do? Are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking kidding me, man. That is actually insane. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I'm so done with this team. Like, Jesus Christ, I am so done with this team. I'm just so done with this team. Like what the fuck is this shit? Like, he waits for them to start the fight. So obviously if he goes before, it's gonna create stress on them to run up. This way it gives them more space to move up this way. And now, like, it's a no contest. If he lets them start the fight, then you're playing to win the fight, right? Like, you're playing to do a full takeover switch, which, you know, it has its risks, but also you're so far up in gold, most of it is on Draven, that you're just hoping the Draven doesn't end and it plays out the way you want to play out. So fine, like, you want this fight to be what it is. you know, it's a higher risk because obviously if someone fucks up, then your play looks bad. But he walks in, again, keep in mind, he has flash. Why the fuck does he not just, like, if you're gonna do it this way, he's aiming to what? Throw R here on these guys? I'm almost certain in this case, I mean, he hits 3 people, but it's like, it doesn't do anything. Like, this guy is able to W in time, and I doubt he's anticipating, like, the W by Rel. But also, when I'm looking at this, it's just like, why would you not just body slam Elk and force his commit into the enemy team? Like, he has to panic. Like, he literally has to panic. Because the second Elk is being pressed in, like, if he body slams this guy, plays it slow, Roses are here, so Elk is pushed this way, and these guys are pushed, like, maybe, like, away this way. And Azir has to go on this guy. Like, or, like, at least I think he has to go on this guy, or he has to R to stop these guys from going forward. And at this point, with him doing this, Jackie Love is gonna have the freedom to go this way, or press even, because now he's not the target, this guy's the target. But he's doing fuck all. He did literally nothing. He actually literally did nothing. He put Elk on 0 pressure. I don't know if he knows this guy has flash or not, but look, he's... Now he uses his E? Is his E just like on the longest cooldown in the world? Am I just like a dumbass? Dude, I don't know, man. 369 just played, like, probably one of the worst, like, fucking fights ever for a player of his caliber. And the fact that BLG won that, as far down as they are, is absolutely pathetic. Like Tristana, even in this case, Tristana's an FR. She can't actually do anything. That's fucking hilarious. A triple flip. A triple fucking flip. That's just so fucking funny, man. The Gragas is literally doing fucking nothing. The Rek'Sai is literally doing nothing. What is Tien doing? Well, at least show me what Tien's doing.
Yeah.
You know what? Tien can commit his body too, by the way. Like, if he really wants to, Tien has flash, Azir has no flash. Tien actually could literally commit his W, like his W to this. Gragas R comes in, and then they still have to panic. Like, there's so many ways they could play this fight and win because they have triple flashes. The only flash that the enemy team has is Rel. So Rel has the surprise play to make something, but shit doesn't have R, so it's probably gonna do nothing. Unreal. Just an unreal fight to lose on Tessa's side. Just such a terrible fight to lose. God, man, don't tell me these fuckers win this fight now. So Bin goes in, but then they're in a tight choke, which fucks them all, and got it. Cool, nice. Bin just creates a terrible fight, and they kind of die. Got it. Good job, Bin. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Maybe I'm too mean. You think I'm too mean? Maybe I am. I don't know. Oh man, dude, there's just no way, dude. There's just no way this team is that good. Like, how am I getting, like, gaslit into them being good? I mean, good on, like, Jun has actually been decent. I will say that. And he hasn't created too many in-team moments, and I might be Team Jun over Team Owner at this point, possibly, question mark. I'm not 100% sure. I'm also not as high on Canyon. So, you know, my initial theory was that LCK junglers are better than LPL junglers, but I'm not 100% sold on that yet. I mean, for sure, Tien is like, I don't like Tien. I already know that at this point. I don't like that guy. Jun is not bad though. So it's just figuring out where does Jun fit between Canyon and Owner. I mean, most people will say like, there's no way this guy's better than Canyon, but like I said, like, Canyon plays a very high tempo game and he has just the most perfect solo laners for jungle. So, you know, I don't know what to say. Nice hook. Gragas missed his E. Did they lose? I mean, it goes to 5, so I know they didn't lose, but... So it's a solid hook. Solid hook. Does Gragas have flat? Does Gragas have E? Okay, so I just want to say something. I firmly believe that, like, my thought process is that if your guy is gonna go in and have an aggressive play, why not just fucking flash E? Like, literally, if he does this play, he's gonna knock up these two. Most likely, Bin will not be able to react this play, by the way. Probably not. Then he has a Gragasar that spits this guy out further. This guy's gonna eat a lot of shit, way more than he does here. And this is winning. Like, it's a good turn look. It's a good turn look by Maiko. It really is. But... And then this guy will press Mawar this way. Like, don't throw it this way. He's gonna throw it this way. I don't know. It's gonna be like something like this. So these guys are zoned. They're fucked. So then you make this fight into basically a two... It's gonna be like this, so it's gonna be 2 people, and then it's gonna be 3 people, and then they have 5, right? So, like, obviously this is incredibly winning for BLG's, or, sorry, Tessa's sake. But look how they do it! So this guy throws R. Oops. He throws R. He actually gets to Zhonya's in time. This, like, I think this... Does this knock him further? No. So, basically, because of his Zhonya's, they really don't get to do anything. It's a good Mawar. So, good job on Tien. But the fucking, just... Like, on nose, like, oh, that... You guys didn't do anything there. Like, what the fuck are you guys? These guys didn't do shit. And this Jackie Love... that was a good E by Jackie Love, though. Woo! That was actually pretty good. Okay, Cream should never get caught in this, though, no? If Cream really wanted to... I wonder if it would have been better if Cream... Okay, but Tien's a dumbass, no? Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, so the R was really good, and then his next priority is to go on this and shove these guys out and use Phase Rush to get the fuck out of there. If he has to flash, he has to flash. But, like, that is Tien's job, is to just play zone, because at this point, like, 369's not doing that. 369 threw his fucking casket, like, watch. He threw his casket, he stunned this guy, and now he's involved in this play, so he can't really, like, do anything. It's up to Tien. And I like the Tristar idea, but that's because Maokai is going on this guy. And, yeah, once it's off to the races, like, this fight is just so fucking lost. So, Yeah, that was pretty terrible. Oh man, I'm losing my fucking mind. We'll play some calming music, maybe that'll help. I cannot wait to see how Tess wins this game. I think the fact BLG's getting back in this game is not from attrition that BLG's just good. I think just Tess has just fucked up a lot of fights. Like, even in this situation here, so we got, what? Baron power play for another minute, and then Dragons in a minute. You already got plenty of vision on bot side, standard resets. Okay, perfectly fine. You're gonna 5-stack into mid. Okay, you take this. Cool, send someone bot lane. Like, actually, do you want to send someone bot lane? Maybe not. Ooh, they start the fight too. I don't know, so like what's interesting to me, and I'm trying to figure out how this works, is because I would like to send someone bot lane at this point. And once I get the mid turret, you don't need to like create an Azir turret or anything. You just let it be, back up, contest on the right side of mid. I mean, you could have 5 stacks still, but you could do 4 mid and then send 1 bot. Push that out. If someone goes, then you TP mid. And it might be fine. Maybe it's too risky this late into the game, 30 minutes. Maybe it's too much of a risk. Might be trying to optimize too much. I think Tien has a good positioning. I like the positioning Tien has to have like a Mauar. And I do like that he realizes, oh, these guys are like these guys are contesting 4 like this still. Like they're kind of inting. So I like this. He gets caught. He throws a Q, doesn't full commit his body. How does Gragas play it? Ah, so Gragas finally commits his body to an actual play and they win. Holy shit. Look at that, guys. Finally, 369 actually did something. For the first time in the game, he literally did something. Incredible. Great start by Tien. Tien played that actually pretty well. Tien played that well. 369 actually did it, finally. Thank God. Jackie gets swept again. So Jackie was trying to throw his E aggressively, but reality is he should have saved it. If he could cancel Knight here, Jackie Love would have been a fucking hero, but he didn't. So he died. Mr. Bin? I mean, Bin has the face check, and he does need a check. But at the same time, like, why not let On, like, cancel it with his W? He kind of just kills himself. And then On, I mean, On is like, just, oh man, On actually reinitiates. But he has GA. So, like, initiating on the Draven doesn't, oh, he doesn't have GA. Oh, he does have GA. Oh, he didn't die. Okay, got it. Big damage, big damage, big damage. Swept. More big damage, more big damage. Nice. I like that extra hit before he died. That was solid. What about the rest of his team? What about the rest of the team? Gragas is on the flank. This time he has... Nice. That was good. 369. Good. Good. Holy shit. Man, that's crazy. 369 plays the fight 2 times well. The 2 times he plays the fight correctly, and they just hard win. Because the second he's able to create separation and space with his abilities, insta win. Unreal though, he literally fucked up so much, and then it required them to have like these crazy situations just to pull it back. For BLG side, I'm trying to think, do I like... I mean, On is definitely weaker than Elk. For sure, Elk is like the man compared to him, but... I need to think about it. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I need to grab some more water. So this game we got another Callista game. Zir Cassante. Okay, we got Ben on an actual carry. Well, that'll be different. Holy shit, they're lane swapping. Haha. This is my first time seeing it. I have not seen these teams actually whip out a true lane swap. So what did they do to be able to figure this out? That's what I want to see. So they 5-man in the top side, and then they roll into... Okay, so this is all good shit, by the way. Like, technically they need to expend 2 more wards, by the way. Because in the end of the day, like, this and, like, this is all you need. And then you just keep people looking, like, around this, like, someone overwatches here. Like, this is a player. And you put 2 wards like this, and you'll see if they're gonna do it or not. And then your duo sits here. Your duo sits mid, and then you can react. The reason why you do it this way is because these, again, like, if they don't, like, they don't have to go this way. If they went this way, they never would have saw them at all. So, like, that ward is just lucky. And maybe they've seen them lane swap before and that they go this way in the first place. But, yeah, like, I don't know. Man, baby. That guy's able to get the cleanse without having the flash? Fuck me. Well played. Shit. Yo, there's some legit threshes in fucking LPL, I'll say that. I've definitely seen some shit, and I'm very impressed. Did Poppy use his W to get in this? I really would have preferred if Poppy just waited. Really would have preferred if Poppy waited. Or maybe... It would be tight. I'm not sure how it would work either. But there is a world that Poppy could flash E him. And if, I mean, obviously if TF times it correctly, it might actually kill Poppy. Because the Rakana is W. So if he flashes and the TF flashes here and he gets wall banged, but the Poppy's on the wall and then this guy W's, he's actually dead. Like, Michael would have to basically throw a hook, his Q, and pray to God that, like, the minions don't block it. And it stops Rakan. And then it's really good. But yeah, lane swaps are really weird. Like, they're super weird, so we'll see how it goes. God damn, man. You know, I don't know. I have to think about it. I do find there's moments of Maiko, like, playing like shit, to be honest. Like, that definitely happens. But where did I put him? My capable... I gotta hand it, man. Like, I gotta hand it. Like, it's so hard for me to, like, cause I know there's definitely moments where I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But at the same time, you know, god damn, I don't know. He can play pretty fucking well at times. Oh shit. So my question then becomes, how good do I think Jackie Love is compared to the rest? Because Elk and On, to me, are very clear the best bot lane. Like, the best bot lane in MSI. That's how I feel. But where the hell does Jackie Love and Maiko stand versus other, like, bot lanes like Pays and Lahens, Guma, Kyria? Like, I feel like Guma, Kyria would probably beat these guys. Like, that's what, like, my intentions think. Pays and Lahens would not. But are they good enough, like, that good consistently enough to beat a Genji with how their top side is? And my answer is, I mean, definitely no. Like, definitely no. And then with T1, I think there's also issue with, like, Zeus into, like, 369, and then, like, Faker, Cream will be, like, pretty even. And I like their jungler. I just, like I said, I do not care for Tian. I really do not. Well then. I mean, like, if we're looking at how this is progressing, like, they're trying to go through mid, they're late on bot, these guys are obviously gonna have some contest timing on you. Like, you're fucking with the Xante, okay, he gets to go around, cool. Our TF is roaming down, so you don't want to go, like, just yet. So Jean goes a little early, miraculously lives, somehow. I mean... Oh... El couldn't get over the fucking wall for this guy. That's rough. That's really rough. TF actually didn't come down in the end because of what was happening, but he does get a full turret. Almost basically a full turret. Well then, that was interesting. This is definitely my last game for Tess. And this does help give me a little bit more views of BLG. And like BLG is smarter than Tess, but I don't think they're as smart as LCK teams, so that's just like my main like worry with them. It's just the way they play the map. It's a pretty even game. An is doing better for sure, and Maiko is doing really good. Like, very good. Woohoo! God damn, dude. I mean, I love how they see the angle. You know, there's like these really brief angles of play, and like some players just get it. And obviously, like the better players you have, especially the more coordinated they are together as a team, the more they all see the same play, and things just look so smooth and just so fucking they're so quick to react off one person's look, and you're just like, oh, I guess I'm just dead. You know, like I had no flash, I was kind of semi-pressuring, didn't think you're gonna go for it. Never mind, I guess they just literally knew. But if you notice how this game goes, you know, of course, naturally, like, Bin has a lot more pressure compared to Cassante inside, so, like, that is, like, worth noting. But this is, like, a much stellar game by BLG. Like, you're really picking apart Tess, and Tess's duo doesn't get to just, like, do what they want to do. Like, they're doing well. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Tess's duo is for sure doing well, and that is in part the fact that Maiko hit the hook level 2, and kind of instantly got priority, and like they were first on the swap to top, which I mean also again helped a lot set the day, like set the game up for them. But man, Tess's bot lane is definitely having a good one, but it doesn't matter because Bin, Knight are playing the map pretty well, and An has done a stellar job to say that. Like, there's another game 5 because he was my MVP for the LPL finals for game 4, and in the last game for this game right now, he is having a stellar game as well for just like running defense on really rough situations. So he's having a fucking hell of a game. And so these guys are always first on side. You know, it doesn't look like Tess is like appropriately like respecting or thinking about these situations, but also their comp's pretty bad about it because it's Cassante and Poppy. So like, oh yeah, a lot of it has to deal with picks. Also, what the fuck just happened? Oh, Mr. Jackie Love saw it, huh? Maiko gets out still? Mako gets out? Saved his hook. Yo, I mean, I'm gonna say right now, you know how you can tell when a player is good? When they save their CC ability, like their hard CC, like basically a hard ability to hit. You wait till you have confirmed CC, and then you go for it. Like, you don't always just blindly throw it and just be like, I hope I hit it, ha ha ha. Like, if you coordinate with your team, you can raise the percentage of the play. There's a reason why Blitzcranks literally will run at you with their E versus throwing their hook from afar, because like, yeah, if they throw their hook from afar and they hit you, like, you might just be dead 100%, but at the same time, you can kind of outplay it. First time he dies. Ah, that one was bad. Because if you look at this, like, if he hits this, you know, Poppy's, like, Poppy's gonna flash E onto this guy, but I don't think this. I don't think that's really anything. Still, I don't think it's anything. That's too high risk of a hook. And Thresh, unlike, hey, Blitzcrank's kind of the same way. Nautilus not so much, but Nautilus is different in a, like other sense. But oh, Pyke is the same way. When Pyke and Thresh both throw their hook, like they're stuck in a reasonably long animation. So you have to be very careful when you do it, because like for instance, you might throw the hook while running away, and it might slow you enough to the point that you die. Oh, okay. I mean, oh, but King K. Well, that was huge. This is a bit of a better game in terms of like how some of the flow of the game. This is definitely a better game than what I was witnessing. That was fucking sick. I get to see some of these players kind of show themselves more. Poppy, like Tien, still looks like dog shit. Michael looks good. Mako. I always say it wrong. Jackie Love is fine. It's just, I feel like the problem is just that, like, you know, Jackie Love might be good, but his solo, like, well, not even his solos, like 369 and Tien are just not like living up to the hype, and he just, like, it's just hard to work with. It literally is. Like, try playing AD when like you just don't have the necessary like players who know what to do. Elk is good. Like, don't get me wrong, Elk is very good. But he also has Knight and Bin and On, who I feel like are all, well, I shouldn't say and On, because like Mako knows what to do too. Ooh, rough. Oh, rough. So rough. Oh man. Like, they don't have the fucking damage for this, but also Tatalia blocked her own self, which is funny. But I only say this because On like charmed almost every single person, then he gets another knockup, then he gets another knockup, and meanwhile Knight's like kind of semi outplaying Cream. Gets his the Zonias. Oh no, they win that like that? That's so fucking funny. Interesting. Huh. All right, let me get some more music. So, do I feel any different about any of these players? So I added this because this definitely, like, or this part. Oh no, this is Tien. Consistency, because it's like almost like the same thing, right? But consistency issues. He has little faith that he will be a force at MSI, and a big issue versus the top teams. I would say, where do I have Cream? Oh, whoops. This should be for Tien. The good plays he does have are not happening enough. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it here. Cause it's true. I mean, like, this is just true. Fine as a defender versus main pressure play piece. Yeah, it's also true. Jackie loved most of the games. I didn't see him have high presence contributions towards what's happening. Partially due to his top jungle flopping, which does him no good. Seems capable, question mark. I mean, like, it is true that the games I've watched, I don't really get to see him do too much, but he does seem capable. Does make random horrific mistakes that can be game losing. Like, I mean, this is also true. Like, he definitely does these moments, which is not great for an AD. Probably the best or second best player on this team. Alright, let me put it this way so I can actually see this more clearly. So yeah, I do feel like he's probably the second best player. Like, no, he probably is. Probably the best. I do think he actually probably is their best player. Like, when I do think about it, I think that is it. So it's Cream and the bot lane, but like, you need more than that. And the problem with BLG is BLG has Bin, and Bin is beating 369. Knight is a difficult matchup, but Cream can handle him. Worse jungler. And then bot lane can be kind of even. Like, it actually is like semi-even. It's just when you get to the fights, it just kind of collapses. And if you think about T1, you know, 369 will have the same issue. Again, mid won't be a problem. Jungle might be an issue. And then bot lane will be, again, pretty fierce. So it will kind of play out maybe similar to how BLG is, except T1 is smarter. Like, T1 is actually a smarter team. So that's going to be rough for Tess, and that's why I can't put Tess in the same category as T1. And then we go to... Yeah, I think that's correct. Alright. Man, they just fucking lane swap like fucking losers, though. Literally just... Let's see this. I mean, I already know they're gonna do it again. Like, 100% they're gonna do it again. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, guys. LEC. So I've watched enough BLG and I've watched enough Tess. I watched enough T1. I may need to watch Gen G versus DK, depending. And I feel confident enough. I mean, to be honest, this is actually a good series to watch anyways. Because even though I don't feel like I really care to watch more Fnatic, it won't be bad to see a little bit more Fnatic. Okay, so we got a Rumble Ashe bot lane against Lucian Nami, which will be a little scary. They probably will play for bot brush. We got Xin Zhao versus fucking Volibear, so already that's like pretty hype. So let's see how these guys play out the bot lane. I mean, the biggest upside is that if Caps is ASOL, does play well into the Ori, then they're gonna have a lot to go for them. I mean, Aatrox, like, Renekton's kind of whatever. There's a world that maybe they can depend on, like, Balling surviving if they path away, but it's not your most ideal situation because the Rumble popping off would be, like, a really big problem. Now, I assume the Volibear, yeah, the Volibear is gonna do Raptors into his bot side because he can't risk them doing a 3-camp build. Sorry, a 3-wave build into, like, contesting the camps. Like, that would be really bad. And it seems like they're not giving them too much HP to trade on, so that's, like, that's good. Ooh, Humanoid's actually doing pretty well in this matchup. That is, not sure that's how that's typically supposed to go. So Xin did a typical clear, and they pulled the wave. So they get to play for a flash. Yike does the right thing, and Yike, ooh man, Yikers, holy. Keep in mind, Yike did Raptors into his bot side, so Yike came down and read the situation, knowing that most likely that Razork would play for this, and he counters it effectively. So that was good. Because look, he does the red, he does the Krugs, he doesn't do his crab. And once he gets into a position like this, and here's the thing, there's a... Oh! What? Hey, wait a second. Where'd that go? There we go. God damn. I actually had to exit out of it. So, oh, so I gotta cut the music for now.
Very aware of how dangerous this bot lane looks. Is there the cover as well?
So, can Razork play this any differently? Because for me, they know that Lucian goes around and most likely wards behind. So he can't go all the way around. He could literally walk up into this brush, and then they can test for it. If Volibear shows up, then either you flash before it happens and then you counter gank, which is very, very effective, because if Volibear uses his sums, uses his shit, and gets nothing, then you will win. Him going around is like... I don't know. I feel like you both gotta play counter to this, and he kind of just gets fucked. Yeah, he kind of just gets fucked. Also, it'd be good if Nami did not use bubble there and saved it just in case they're gonna go for a dive. They don't, because bubble's down. Wow, that is kind of pathetic, actually, that he died that way. Interesting. I mean, Chobi would never let that happen. And I'm almost certain APA would never let that happen. But that's also because, like, he plays Ace all the time. But I'm almost certain APA would not die that way, ever. So, interesting. Holy shit, praise be! Oh my god, praise be! Like, I will see Renekton's build Tabbies, and it's a Tabbies versus Tabbies match. In Aatrox versus Renekton, but I don't really care for it, to be honest. Not really a big fan of it. Yeah, he kills himself though. Unlucky. Do they track the Volibear effectively? Because in theory, the Volibear will move up. They know that he's gonna path up with his camps. The fact that he skipped his Krugs again is actually kind of interesting. Because he knows, I mean, there's a flash on mid. It just so happens that this play just goes fully in.
Shockwave. Oh, it's big damage as well. I mean, Caps, the sky's gonna fall, but Humanoid flushes out of the way, but here's Shockwave. Oh, it's big damage as well. I mean, the sky's gonna fall, but Humanoid flushes out of the way, but here's Retribution.
I mean, Yike has actually read these situations pretty well. I will say that. Yike actually has read these situations pretty well. Jun cooked this guy? He cooked him?
A bit of trading between the bot laners. Nice damage from Hans. Even
And the burn.
better.
Wait, Jun can kill him. Jun can kill him. He flashes out of the way. He's overheated. No,
I mean, like, how the fuck does Hansama ever die here, by the way?
Not gonna force it. Alright, hang on. Yike has been left alone here. A bit of
Oh, he
trading
turns
between the
around.
bot laners.
That's how.
Alright, but hang on. Yike has
Look
been
at this.
left
So
alone
look, he turns around to auto, but the reality is he should just run. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. When he's turning around, like, he's expecting them to what? Hey, Mickey hits the bubble, but, like, keep in mind, if they flash forward, Hans is already, like, semi-dead. Or being chased down at the very least. So he should never, like, invite this in the first place.
Wait, Jun can kill him. Jun can kill him. He flashes out of the way. He's overheated. No one finishes off the job. Yes, he does.
Oh, he got the level up too. Oh, he dies, but man. I will say, I am still a pretty big fan of Jean.
The range there from Noah, good damage, but still there, Mickey playing so aggro.
Interesting.
The bot lane is nice damage from... Alright, but hang on.
I just want to see where his position is on the map, because they're leaning towards Dragon.
Alone here. A bit of trading.
I don't know, they must have just not responded correctly. Oh, this is a better look of it. So...
we look back at...
Okay, why does he go this way? Because he actually could just go this way, hit this, and this is fine. But he, like, goes back this way, so now they're lined up better to hit him. And now he gets ran down. And then, of course, he turned around to try to fight. And then the fail flash, and he's dead. And just like that, just like that, that's it, huh? That's it. These guys go through mid. They have... Okay, first off, he doesn't hit. He runs down with these guys. Like, I mean, like, that always happens, by the way. Like, Ori should just move with them to ensure, like, nothing bad happens. They get spotted. The bubble hits. Good job on Mickey. He initiates. Razork has to flash. He re-engages, and it kind of baits these guys. And it's off to the races. And it's not even the bot lane's fault. Like, it's literally not even Noah's or John's fault. It's Humanoid's fault. Like, it's like, don't do two things at once. Just, like, take the free shit. I mean, you also have Ashe, like, Hawk. So, like, do you not have Hawk to check the brush? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I do like how Yike has actually played this game. You know, I've definitely been an anti-Yike person for a while. Mostly just because, like, I think there's better. But for this game, I mean, he is playing correctly. He definitely is. Like, he countered two big plays, and that swung the game in their, like, fully in their advantage.
Skies descend.
Right.
Like, even in this case, he's basing with Overwatch on mid. This guy trades on top side, and then, like, for sure, they're, like, BB and Caps are smart. Like, the way they think is definitely pretty smart.
Let this guy fall, and crumble, and just
They will put them in tower, G2, dropping the arrows, staying on the charge down, pushing top. They went for both teams, the second tower's good, G2 in the lane, but then should be able to get one top and bot in exchange. So overall, equal trading towers. The gold's still in G2's favour. Just go to the back, it'll always zealous with this early insult. As you know, boys, fans, you've got the golden towers, you get the lane distance.
So we have Aatrox on the side. He initiates on BB. BB gets in range to fight him. Aatrox has a lot of power now to kind of just like shift up. Also, because like Renekton does not have W at this point, right? Like Renekton used W already. So at this point, Renekton doesn't really do anything. Now, granted, if he walks in, Acel could kill him, but that's a risk he needs to take. So if he keeps walking into this guy fighting, Acel turns here, then you quickly turn on these guys, one of these two sets, and it looks good. You have Ash Arrow, right? This guy has R. These guys are stuck in the corner. Honestly, hold on. I want to see how this looks. We're going to do an Ash Volley. Rumble ulti's on. I think I'm just throwing the fucking Rumble R here, by the way. If he Rumble R's this, these guys either have to cross forward, the Nami can't go, and then you press forward. Like, the Ori could even do shit too here, and it looks pretty fucking good. But there's no Rumble ulti at all. Like, he doesn't throw it, so no, like... Ah, man, this is so bad by Fnatic. How the fuck can someone ever say that this team is the best team fighting team in Europe? Makes no sense. Like, prep third Q. You have Flash. Holy shit. I mean, like, you'll lose the dragon if you do this. But at this point, it might be worth it. Like, if he wants to, he could try to go for it. Of course, if he gets Nami-A'd in this exact timing, it's really bad. And he's, what, knocking up this guy? So if he's knocking up this guy, at least throw Equalizer this way? No? And then, as for, like, these two, just throw your Ashar. Am I just a dumbass? Just throw the Ashar. Like, literally just throw it now. And if he lets Nami eat it, so be it. If this guy wants to go on this guy, I guess so be it. But personally, like, I would actually do something about this situation while this guy is, like, trying to draw, like, Aatrox's attention. So I think Oscar could have done a little bit more. I think Jun didn't do anything. I think Noah holding his Ash Arrow for, like now he does it after they get zoned. Like, look how much space he created. They were starting here. And he made them move this far away. Like, he did so much, and that's because of this dumbass, and then also because of him. Like, this guy's not going to use Oriar to stop this guy. That's for sure. That is not happening. So, now Razork is just, like, left here. Then they toss ultis that do absolutely nothing, and they gain nothing from that. G2 get away scot-free, even though their setup was actually kind of shit. Like, the best thing they can hope for if I'm on G2's side is he needs to somehow reset this dragon and pull it to the left, and that would be really nice. But they're definitely in, like, a losing position, per se. I mean, like, Acel probably needs to go, like, into the pit a little bit, even, maybe. Does he have R? No, he doesn't have R. Maybe not. Like, the problem is, like, he also doesn't have Acel R yet, so, like, he definitely needs that. Maybe you just have to depend on the enemy to int, because they have a lot more tools. And your Lucian's not 1v9 yet. Interesting. Okay, Ash just lost Flash on mid.
going to the waves. You know, the exact same thing top. And unfortunately, G2, they can really do on the map. You know, solution, they're pushing this out, but subjective, they're really fighting over right now. So they're pretty happy with this. They didn't know waves. They didn't know who's really the victim of guys finding Danger, but he doesn't know line ways. We export the device, make sure that, you know, it stays away. As long as we get around 30 seconds, remind ourselves, right now, G2, choosing that across very humble line.
Okay, that's a little funny. I mean, I like that Fnatic, you know, they push out top, you know, you gotta get some sums on mid in the end of the day. If you don't, then you're kind of trolling. Noah sees this guy in a bad spot, he Ash Arrows, great, and then Lucian decides to not cleanse, which, I mean, oh, it's down. Wow, that is super unlucky. Does he have E? Does Lucian have E? Okay, well, either he has no hands, or like, I don't know what's going on. Also, Fnatic are doing that thing that Vitality do sometimes, where they use their spells too early. If Rumble saved his ulti here, oh my fucking god, this guy's actually dead. How funny. But it ends up being like a complete turnaround. Renekton is first TP versus the Aatrox. Nami Bubble is fat as shit. Oh! Mickey X, my fucking goat. God damn.
Yike has to flash as well as the fight already started with Caps getting a kill, but he too burns the summoner. And as Fnatic burn the Midnight Oil, they got Broken Blade in a pinch, but
Mickey X, my fucking goat. Damn, dude. That guy played that well.
Yike and Caps just decimates so many of the damage dealers. Noah trying to play on the backline, utilize his space to slow down Broken Blade, but then the reset comes through. Caps is not afraid. Nice use of the Rylai's, chasing down their opposition. Razork with no fear goes back in, allows Oscar to get a kill back. Another good bubble comes out from Mickey. A good flash from Broken Blade to dodge out from that kill. But now Noah has no one left to hide behind, and he loses his life.
They expect Yike as we come back to live is in this pit, but as Shockwave comes through, here comes Caps flying in from nowhere again. The Singularity running through, Caps in the middle of 3 people. The arrow will fly and try and get the punishes. Razork is still on top of him, but everyone is helping the big bad dragon.
Blade to dodge out from that kill.
Back to live is in this pit, but as Shockwave comes through, here comes Caps flying in from
I mean, even though it's getting caught, Jean is cooking him. I can't really tell if he has ulti, I don't think so.
Live is in this pit, but as Shockwave comes through, here comes Caps flying in from nowhere again. The Singularity running through is in this pit, but as Shockwave comes through,
I really hate that. If I'm Razork, you're never pressing R here, by the way. Like, these are your threats on the outside, right? There is no threat on you right now. Save your R so when this guy comes in, you can knock him out. And it looks better. Like, it's not just for damage sake. Like, he's knocking the Volibear. What did the Volibear use, though? EQ are both dead. There's no point on using it yet. There's literally no value in using your R yet. So now he's stuck here. He has no way to stop this guy. And he just goes in and he just kills someone. Like, that's on Razork. That guy's a dumbass. Like, I don't know what to say, but, like, that was not a half-bad fight for Fnatic. If their Zinjal plays it better. And yeah, it's really not the worst. I mean, the only problem is the main issue is the fact that Ashe is taking mid-wave.
They expect Yike as we come back to live is in this pit, but as Shockwave
left option, very long time. Frank not allows to dodge.
As we come back to live is in this pit, but as Shockwave comes through, here comes Caps flying in from nowhere again. The Singularity.
But at the very least, he could save R and then press it to hit the Renekton away. And at least in that case, nothing bad happens. Also, if Ash Arrow is actually up and it's sliding this way, like, when does he use it? He uses it now. And Equalizer is coming up soon too. Honestly, it's not the worst fight for Fnatic. If they play that better, like I said, if Razork plays it better, there is a shot for them to turn that, which is funny.
He has 4 deaths, but he has 7 kills. We haven't seen the damage dealt so far this game, but showing Pep's still a lot. He's just flying in, doing everything he can, being consistent as possible. The reality is, it's not going to be too experienced that much in the league today, but back in the day, back in our old day, it was a much better than many lanes who's like, and Orion Sol is staying away from him so tricky. Now the Dragon's like, it's Fernand goes to the river, Razzle, Oscar has abandoned the bot wave, chooses to move in the team. Oscar has abandoned the bot wave and instead chosen to move in with his team.
Oscar's angle hasn't been spotted. They don't know. He snuck in, but again, they're kind of suspecting a Broken Blade.
Okay, Oscar's killing himself. Woo! Wow, man, dude. Holy shit, dude. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, oh my fucking god. Go next. Unreal. 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 What the fuck did I just watch?
For me, the sort of point for Fnatic in this game one was really love to see somehow
What on earth did I just watch?
Crucially, the fact that you can avoid getting knocked out onto your battles is incredibly valuable. So seeing the can have a little bit of priority in the game, but if the phrase falls side map,
Huge. Okay, I mean, like, I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's Jinx versus Zeri. They're both pathing up. They know that Volibear just did Raptors, he's coming up. They know that Volibear could either be on Wolves, and, you know, the fact he's not showing yet means, like, you're fine. If he started Wolves now, I would feel like by now you'd be like, okay, he's not on it. Which, but it is a little bit of a surprise play, I'll admit. He does this, he goes up, Oscar immediately should just start ghosting. Like, just start ghosting and see what happens. Why would you flash ghost right away? Dead. Just like that, dead. So Jax's ahead and is clear. Olaf will come up and clean some of the wave. The crab is yours. You're fighting crab no matter what. It's your crab. Jean is gonna go ahead and take control of the bot side. Double crab. Double crab. Double crab. Double crab. Double crab. Double crab. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Dude, are you just like a moron? Like, this is your best jungler in EU? Best jungle? Question mark? You fucking kidding me? Unreal. That's not the 100% play. Not at all. Now Volibear is taking placement on bot side. Now they're pressuring this. Okay, create a situation. Oh wow, I'm dead. Holy shit. Is that me, guys? Razork, one of the worst junglers in the league? I'm just kidding, he's not the worst jungler in the league. But this is just me, like, being annoyed. Like, just literally annoyed at how this is going on. I mean, keep in mind, he literally he instantly queues into him. Why? Just walk up, press E, and start initializing the fight this way. You get hooked, you get hit by everything, like... Dude, like, fuck me, man. Like, like, fuck me. I don't know what to say. Fuck me. Nice. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at that, huh? Look at that, huh? Boom. Solid. Killer. Finally, they actually, like, good job. Like, good job, Oscar. Okay. Interesting. So at this point, Olaf is not going to do anything. Yike leaves, go do your Gromp. There's nothing to do here. Go do your Gromp. He's basically staying because he's like, well, what if we contest this? And it's like, oh wait, oh no, wait guys, no, please stop. And he's dead. And it's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you could have just done your Gromp base and progressed on bot side before Razor, and you do that instead. Brilliant. Brilliant. Uh-huh.
Hook connects on the Jun. He gets chunked out right from the start of the fight. Good damage from Yike. They tried to lock down Caps. He flashes away. Razork chains CC with a good ultimate response from Yike. Dives onto the backline. But look at Noah here. He puts
Dude, Noah's a fucking moron. Holy shit.
We look back, and I have to question Noah's game plan here. A hook connect.
Okay, so look. Noah is moving up.
We look back.
Noah can move up first, right? He's contesting a ward, which doesn't really matter. The only way this actually matters is if Noah decides to 1v1 fight the Jinx, which he could. He could. But he decides not to. Also, what are Noah's items in this situation? No flash? Probably not worth it. He doesn't have flash and he has cleanse. He could try to fight her and at least just delay her, and his team will win this fight above, but you know, it is what it is. So Noah's coming second. Because like, you know, he didn't fight him. He eased this way, and it's already like semi-losing at this point, and that's mostly stems from the fact that Jun is like, of course, if he hits the hook, it's huge, right? And he can't just like flash first, so like, I'm fine for him going for the hook initially. He gets hooked himself. You know, I don't like that, you know. I think Humanoid, this guy can just, no, he's got to give respect. Humanoid has to give respect. So this is fine, and now he's DPSing this guy. And at this point, if he wanted to, because he still has W, he could move this way and start hitting him still. Like, he could still be pressuring this guy, but he goes for the Thresh. And now, obviously, at this point, it's, like, pretty losing. Like, oh. No, it's fine still. I don't know, it's just skill shot difference. Like, I'm just trying to look at this, it looks like just like it's a skill shot difference. And, like I mean, Noah's just a moron on how he approaches this, because it's like, by the time he's getting here, it already looks losing, and now you're going to try to 1v fight on Sama. But then look what he does. Now he tries to over-focus on trying to kill the Thresh, and it's like, are you kidding me? Dude, you can't do that, this guy's just gonna hit you. So it's just like, you're watching this, like, these fights and this stuff happening, and it's just like, I don't know, like, is this like actually real life? Alright guys, come on. Please show me something interesting, something worthwhile. It is what it is. Not the worst. So like, you know, this is something G2 will do, and sometimes they get away with it, sometimes they don't. You know, Azir has firm control here. Thresh is coming from base. You know, the grubs are open. This guy is super low, so it makes sense that like you're gonna look for this play. And you know, once he's like kind of far out, you know, typically you would say like, okay, that's it, end of play. They do have TP, and honestly, ideally, it'd be nice if Azir was not going to the Wolves. Like, Azir was just ready to fight on the next mid wave, so he could be on this sooner. But, you know, even with them dying in BB's, like, in team here too, like, they do have firm control of mid and bot. So, like, you're losing there, but you're still gaining something on the map. So that's, like, a very typical G2, like, style. Like, they will lose and make bad situations, but they still have something set up where, like, they will get something out of it. And so, like, that's where G2, you know, ends up becoming, like, one of the better teams in EU, because they know how to still benefit even if they're, like, losing. Like, if you look at this, naturally they know that their top side is dead, right? And you can go back and reset, like, your typical style and go back into top side and, like, fix it up, right? But this guy stayed. You know they have no vision on bot side, and it's Herald, so they're literally saying, fuck Herald. We're not going to do that. And they also did this. They actually were deprioritizing Herald, and I probably should say that, like... low priority on Herald. Like, they put air on getting gold and the cross map. This seems to be a common theme for them. At least from based on the playoffs I've watched. And it has worked out. Like, they do kill this guy. These guys haven't even started on Herald yet. So the fact that they're not even losing Herald in this situation because they have that zombie ward is fucking massive. Like, that's massive. And now, because this guy was topside, look. This guy was just waiting to do this, so now they gotta play recovery on bot side, but now this guy's already set up to take top side, and you just feel like you're always losing. And then, after he takes this, you have all this vision bot. Meanwhile, you have 3 members of Fnatic trying to go through the one lane that is a priority, but again, you have Olaf who doesn't have TP, so he can't match the situation. Oh shit, they're putting a fucking, like, they're doing a double TP play. I hope I don't die, and he dies. And it's like, they just feel like they can't do anything, ever. And so for me, like, there's clearly, for me, there's clearly some sense where I'm like, is G2... Like, how good is G2? How bad is G2? And... I mean, I do like these kinds of plays. I really do.
Humanoid used the package, but doesn't get the kill. The flash away, Hans.
And Caps does play well. And BB and Caps play well together. And it seems Yike really understands the system at this point. So... I don't know, guys. I will have to think about it, because I think this game is definitely giving me good feelings. Like, I'm definitely getting good feelings watching this kind of game. Compared to the finals, because I've like, the finals, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is just, like, not it. But this is definitely better. I mean, that was pretty bad, but... Hey, it happens. Hold on, give me a second. I need to grab something real quick. Okay, back to it. Back to it. Huh. Is that it? Is it a 22-minute victory? It is. Wild. 21-minute win. So, okay, my feeling still is that Jun is definitely good. Like, for sure good. My feelings of Razork are dropping. He's definitely worse than Inspired. 100%. Like, Inspired, Razork, 100%. Not even close. So that's true. Whippo is definitely better than Oscar, 100% too. Jensen versus Humanoid, I think they're both bots. Literally, I think they're both bots. So I don't think there's literally any difference between those two. And then that leaves what? That leaves basically comparing Noah, Jun versus Masu Busio, which is like the main thing where I would say like, yeah, like these two are actually better than these two. But then that just becomes a case of like Genji, you know, versus BLG, where like I feel like yeah, their bot lane is better and their top side is better, and that's the same case for FlyQuest. And so that actually does mean they should be in the same tier. They probably should be in the same tier because of that. But when I watch this game, like they're not, like I don't think Fnatic are smart. I really don't. Like I don't feel anything for this team. I'm not gonna watch any more Fnatic games. I cannot do that. I'll watch the BDS. Watch BDS and call it a day. I got 30 more minutes in me. Let's skip the draft. I already know that these guys do a lane swap, so it's like not the most like enjoyable thing to watch. In fact, it's so boring to watch that I might just skip it and then see what happens. Let's start from this state, where Varus is 2-0. Yes, I definitely remember that, where Ice just completely whiffs his R. Yep, and then he gets caught for doing that. And then Adam couldn't even successfully finish his fight out because he kind of overreached. I think I'll definitely put... Definitely a smart team. Getting better in their system after 1 year. Like that is for sure a thing. Yike is definitely playing better in their system. But my same feelings for Hans is like Hans Sama, like Hans is a cleanup 80 only. Like literally that's all I think of him. I do not see this guy as a like a force at all. Mickey, he's playing pretty well. His finals, like, Mickey X's, like, finals were not great, but outside of that... So maybe I'm not gonna feel as bad about the Mickey situation when I look at some of these others, because like in the end of the day, if you have an off finals, it is what it is. But he looks to be doing decent. And now this makes me really interested on the supports pool for the major regions, because I actually think the majority are pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Yeah, so if G2 are smart with side laning, there is a possibility that maybe I need to do... You know what I need to do? So look, I think when I'm doing this, so I can have this like this, right? And I don't think there's any room for Tess to actually bump up. I just don't think so. I think the way I will do this is... It's not text. I feel like drawing would look weird, but... It just looks stupid, no? Like, what I want to do is I want to have some kind of... Search elements. Oh, that works. Sure. What is this thing doing? Are you kidding me? That attached to it? Dude, I don't want it to do that. So, the arrow is supposed to signify that, you know, this team, dude, absolutely just the worst. Like, what the fuck is this? Nah, drawing looks better. I lied. Drawing looks better. So, I'm just gonna stick with this. Who cares? So, this team can go to an S, right? Like, this team can go to an S. This team can go up to a B. And don't think this team can wiggle up. I actually think FlyQuest could move up to a C tier. And those are that's it. That's literally it. No one else moves up. The only thing is, how do I signify that? Maybe also, I mean, I guess I could also do like... Oh, that looks terrible. That looks better. Sure. It looks kind of stupid, I'll admit, and maybe I'll work on this a little bit, but the idea is pretty much like this team can bump up to B tier, this team can bump up to C tier, this team can bump up to S tier, which is true. T1 could bump up to S tier. It requires like everyone to be working better together. And like their solos being able to handle guys like Genji, and then their bot lane being able to handle guys like this, and just like the overall like pressure they give. But I see no hope for Tess to bump up. I think these guys can bump up, and this gives you at least some... How do I say it? It lets you differentiate it just a little bit, because to me it's like people think Fnatic has more growth potential than FlyQuest, but to me I'm like, where? Like, don't get me wrong, like Oscar's good. Or like Oscar can be good, Humanoid can be good at times, but like the way the team plays together and just like I said, their overall brain just feels bad. Whereas with FlyQuest, because Inspired is a commander type player who can actually, like, if he plays well and he like drives it well, the team can do good. Now the bot lane is the huge question mark for FlyQuest, and if FlyQuest is able to get over the hump on that, it looks better. But that's like a lot of what ifs. Hence why it's just like they have the potential to go up, but it's not a guarantee. Well, that was funny. That was incredibly funny. Got it. Now, I will say that Ice, like, the way Ice plays in general has been pretty good. Like, if Ice was with Jun, holy shit. And that sounds so fucking, like, that'd be so annoying on for Noah's side to be like, really? The guy who took my job on Z10 and then promoted to LEC like me is replacing me on Fnatic? But honestly, if Fnatic had Ice, it's Ice Jun. Yeah, that sounds so much better. And yeah, I also admit, even though like I'm really hoping Oscar turns a leaf, I mean, something needs to happen with that guy. Like, I will admit that they actually could contest if they had a better top. Or at least a smarter top. It doesn't necessarily need to be a better skilled top laner, but just a smarter top laner. Oh man. Oh, I have this on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do with my my rankings. Even though this is like not the best game per se to like fully judge G2, it's evident, like, just it's pretty evident. I don't know where I put caps with the rest of these mids. I actually think it'd be kind of hard to evaluate the mids, and I don't think I could actually justly do it. I think I've seen enough, guys. I actually don't think I need to watch more. I think I know what I'm gonna do for this. And I'm probably gonna stick with this. I saw a little bit of extra Fnatic. I've seen enough FlyQuest and TL that I don't need to like go too far into it. I feel pretty good about this. Okay, I am going to turn off my stream and then work on my video on explaining the reason why I have my MSI power rankings. Thanks for watching, guys. Always appreciate it. Have a good day.